Let's talk about one of the most important and often misunderstood steps in buying a home, and that's the home inspection. Now, whether you're a first-time buyer or you've been through the process before, knowing exactly what to expect and how to navigate inspections can save you stress, money, and even your deal. So in this video, we'll cover why inspections are so important and why we complete them when your home is under contract, what to expect from an inspection report, including why it will never be perfect, how purchase agreement contracts in our area handle inspection contingencies, and how to structure your inspection contingency strategically, the difference between general home inspections and specialized home inspections, the timeframes and deadlines you need to know, and finally, the different ways you can negotiate repairs or concessions with the seller. Now, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to approach this part of your home purchase like a pro. So let's get started. So first up, why inspections are important and why they happen after you're under contract. Now, inspections are one of the best ways to protect yourself as a home buyer. They give you an honest, detailed look at the home's condition so you can make sure that you're comfortable with what you're buying. Now, in our area, we do inspections after you're under contract. That means you and the seller have already agreed upon price, terms, closing date, but the sale isn't final yet. So why after? Well, for buyers, you don't want to pay for inspections on a house that you might not even win in a competitive market. And for sellers, they don't want multiple buyers scheduling invasive inspections before there's a real commitment to purchase. Now, you can write your purchase offer so that this under contract period includes a home inspection period time frame. That's a protected time to dig deeper into the home's condition before you fully commit to closing. So next, what do you expect from a home inspection report? Now, one of the most common misconceptions that buyers have is that an inspection report will either confirm that the home is perfect or it's a complete disaster. But that's not how it works. See, here's the reality. No home, even a brand new construction home, will have a perfectly clean inspection report. And that's because inspectors are trained to look for and document everything with a very keen eye. You might get a report that's literally 40 to 60 pages long with dozens of notes ranging from small cosmetic issues like a loose doorknob to bigger concerns like an aging roof. And this is normal. The goal isn't to have a flawless home. The goal is to understand exactly what you're buying and then to decide which issues you can live with, which might need to be repaired, and which might be absolute deal breakers. So when you get your report, don't panic if it's super long. Most items are minor and can be handled over time. And the most important ones are usually those affecting safety, major systems, or the home structure. The third topic is how contracts in our area handle home inspection contingencies and how to structure yours strategically. Now, when you write an offer in the New River Valley, you have to decide right then and there whether you're going to opt in or opt out of an inspection contingency. Now, if you opt in, you're saying, I want the right to have any inspections that I choose to have and possibly renegotiate or walk away based on what I find. Now, if you opt out, you're agreeing to buy the home as is with no inspection rights. That means you can't decide to have an inspection later on, even if it's just for your personal understanding. If you opt out, you don't have the right to any inspections and you move forward purchasing the home as is. Now, one unique thing here, if you opt in, you don't have to specify in your offer exactly which inspections you'll do. That decision can come later, during your home inspection window. This gives you flexibility to start with a general inspection and then decide if more specialized inspections are needed. Now, as a buyer, you also choose how to structure your contingency, and you have one of two options. First, the right to negotiation. Now, by structuring your offer in this way, you have the right to negotiate, which means you can request repairs, credits, or even price reductions. And if you and the seller can't agree, well, then you can walk away and get your earnest money back. The second option you have to structure your inspection contingency is the right to just walk away. So instead of negotiating first, in this case, you can solely decide to just cancel the contract if you don't like the inspection results, and you can simply just carte blanche decide to walk away and again, keep your earnest money. In competitive markets, the negotiation right is often more appealing to sellers, but if you want maximum flexibility, the right to just walk away gives you the most protection. So this is big. How can you structure your home inspection in a way that's both appealing to sellers and competitive against other offers while still protecting yourself? And that's where setting a threshold comes in. Some buyers include a certain dollar amount threshold of repairs that must be revealed first in order to have the opportunity to renegotiate. And most often, I see this amount at $5,000. So here's what an example might look like. Your offer includes a home inspection contingency, but you stipulate that if the inspections reveal less than $5,000 worth of repairs needed, then you agree to move forward with the purchase without asking the seller to make any repairs, credits, or lower the price. However, if the inspection reveals repairs needed that total greater than $5,000, then you have the right to negotiate with the seller. And if no agreement can be met, then you have the option to back out of the purchase while retaining your deposit. Now, this reassures sellers that you're serious and you won't nickel and dime them over small items like a loose doorknob or an outlet that needs to be replaced, while still protecting yourself against major issues like roof, foundation, HVAC, etc. So next up, let's talk about the difference between general and specialized inspections. Now, one thing that is important to remember is that a general home inspection is your starting point. A licensed inspector will review the home from top to bottom, testing major systems and looking for visible defects. But general inspectors are generalists. They know a bit about many systems, but they aren't specialized in any singular area. So if they see something questionable, they will recommend bringing in an expert. And that's where specialized inspections come in. Now, depending on the property, you might also order radon testing, mold testing, pest inspections, chimney inspections, septic or sewer line inspections, well water quality tests, structural engineer evaluations, HVAC servicing, roof inspections, and potentially other types of inspections too. Now, the general home inspection points you in the right direction, and specialized inspections confirm whether or not issues truly exist, to what extent they exist, and what it would take to fix it. So next up is the timeframes and deadlines that you need to know. Now, the inspection period timeline is written into the purchase contract, and as the buyer, you propose the deadline in your offer. Oftentimes, it's 10 business days or 15 business days from the date of the contract being fully signed. Now, the seller can agree or they can counter back with a different time frame. And it's important to start booking your inspections immediately after your purchase offer has been accepted by all parties, because that clock starts ticking right away. And if your general inspection reveals something that requires a specialist, well, our contracts allow for a one-time 7 business day extension to complete follow-up inspections. But you have to request that extension before your original deadline expires. So let's talk about how to negotiate repairs or concessions with the seller. Now, once you have your inspection results, you have a few ways to address issues with the seller. First, repairs, in which case the seller hires and pays for the work before closing. Now, on the pros and cons, the pros, you move in with the problem already fixed. But the cons, you don't have control over who does the work or how it's done. Number 2, a credit at closing, in which case the seller gives you a credit that you can use towards closing costs. So the pros is that frees up a lot of your own cash that you can handle the repair with your way after closing with the contractors that you choose. But the cons, you have to live with the issue until you fix it. And number 3, a price reduction. The seller just simply lowers the purchase price. Now, on the pros, it does save you some money long-term in your mortgage payments. Now, on the cons, it doesn't give you immediate funds for repairs, and the amount of savings to your monthly mortgage payment is often too insignificant to make a real difference in daily life. Credits towards closing costs are often the most flexible because they free up funds at closing, they let you choose your contractor, and you get to control the repair timeline on your terms. So, final thoughts. Home inspections aren't about finding the perfect house. They're just about knowing exactly what you're buying and protecting yourself along the way. So as we wrap up, a few important things to remember. 1, schedule inspections as soon as you're under contract. Number 2, expect your report to be long and detailed, and that's a good thing. It means you hired a detail-oriented home inspector. Number 3, choose your contingency structure carefully to match your goals and the market conditions. Number 4, use specialists when your general inspector recommends it. And number 5, be strategic in how you negotiate repairs or concessions. Now, when handled well, inspections give you clarity, leverage, and peace of mind as you move towards closing on your new home. And if you are ready to walk through the home purchase and inspection process, please reach out to me directly. My email address and cell phone number are on the screen, and I would love to chat with you about what living in Blacksburg and the New River Valley could look like for you. And please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you can continue to follow along about all things living in Blacksburg and the New River Valley. I look forward to helping you win with real estate right here in the NRV. Thanks so much.